This is Mjolnir, the most feared weapon in the 9 realms, capable of summoning the sky's wrath and leveling mountains. But did you know this perfect weapon was created by a fatal mistake and a reckless wager? This isn't just the story of a hammer. It's the story of how a god's envy almost destroyed Asgard. Our story begins with him, Loki, the god of mischief. Out of pure malice, he cut off the beautiful golden hair of Sif, Thor's wife. Odin's punishment was clear. Either he retrieve the hair, or he pay with his life. Desperate, Loki traveled to Svartalfheim, the underground world of the dwarves. There, he approached the legendary master smiths, Brokkr and Eitri. Loki, with his usual cunning, didn't just ask for the hair. He wagered his own head that they couldn't create 3 treasures superior to those of the sons of Ivaldi. Brokkr accepted. Eitri, the master smith, heated the forge. The heat was unbearable, saturated with smoke and the smell of molten metal. Eitri ordered his brother, Brokkr, to operate the bellows with both hands. If the temperature dropped by a single degree, the metal would cool prematurely, and the treasure would be ruined. There could be no interruptions. Loki's future was in that metal. Loki, seeing the dwarves' imminent success and fearing for his life, resorted to his darkest magic. He transformed into a fat, black fly, with a single purpose, to break Brokkr's rhythm. The fly buzzed near Brokkr's ear. He ignored it. Then, the insect landed on the back of his leathery hand and bit him deeply. Brokkr groaned in pain, but resisted. The forge remained hot. Eitri pulled out the first treasure, hair made of pure gold that grew. Then, he put another metal into the forge. The Loki fly, now more aggressive, returned. It bit Brokkr on the neck, on the tender skin above his chainmail. Brokkr shuddered violently. The bellows failed for a microsecond. The fire faltered. Eitri looked with anxiety at the hammer mold. His hands trembled as he joined the handle. The iron was a dull red, too cold for a perfect seal. But Loki wasn't finished. While Eitri desperately tried to forge the handle, the fly bit Brokkr on the eyelid, filling his eye with blood. The pain was too much. Brokkr let go of the bellows for a full second to wipe his eye. The fire collapsed. The forge went dark. Eitri, in a panic, tried to hammer the defective handle before the iron solidified. The mistake was made. Eitri finished the hammer, but its handle was remarkably short, a ridiculous disproportion caused by the premature cooling. Disappointed, the brothers traveled to Asgard via a mythical Bifrost, a bridge of runic stone and cosmic energy. In Odin's hall, Thor received Mjolnir. He looked at the short handle with curiosity. What kind of joke was this? Silence flooded the hall. Then, Thor wielded it. With a single hand, he summoned the storm. A small, but concentrated, lightning bolt erupted from the runic head. The force was devastating. Despite the defective handle, Thor smiled. It was the finest treasure. Odin declared Mjolnir as the supreme treasure. Loki had lost the wager, and his head. But Brokkr couldn't cut it off, as the neck was not part of the pact. Loki's cunning seemed to save him. But Brokkr had another sentence. He approached Loki with a crude knife and an iron needle. And there, in the great hall, he sewed his lips shut with a thick leather thread. A punishment to silence his lying mouth, forever. Mjolnir, the most powerful weapon of the Norse gods, was born of envy, pain, and a fatal mistake. A perfect treasure, with a permanent flaw that only a god could wield.